Hello students, welcome to all of you. So last lecture, that is electric potential related total concepts we completed from the last lecture of electric potential. From this lecture onwards, we are going to start the new topic in that electrostatics only. This is the last branch, which is called capacitance. See, important branch, this one also. So first of all, what is called capacitance? What is called a capacitor? Capacitance, such device is called a capacitor. We know this word, or it is also called it as condenser. So simple regarding capacitance is the property. Such device performing that property is called capacitor or condenser. Capacitance is the property. Like in school level, if you know resistance regarding, resistance is the property of a material. Resistor is the device. Okay. So what is called capacitance? Before going to see about capacitance, first we have to see some general things. Suppose if an electric fan is there, sometimes to start the device, to start the electric device, more amount of electric current required. Once the device was is in continuation, then with a smaller amount of electrical current or electrical energy only, it will be runs. But to start it, suppose AC is there. To start the AC at once instantly, it requires more amount of energy, more amount of electric current. And once the AC is in running position, it requires normal currents to start the fan, to start some electronic device, anything. Initially, when they are at rest, to start it, there is a requirement of more amount of electrical energy. So, this capacitance will give that electrical energy. So, capacitance related the process of, simple definition related, the process of storing electrical charges, the process of storing electrical charges in between two metal plates. In between two metal plates is called capacitance. That strength, ability is called capacitance. Got it? Storing electric charges or electrical energy, we call it as. Storing electrical charges or electrical energy in between any two plates, that strength is called capacitance. Storage of electrical charges. Between two plates, such electrical charges will be stored. Once the switch on, that total energy will be given to the device instantly. For that only, this capacitors will be, such device is called capacitor. Such device is called capacitor, or it is also called condenser. Condenser or capacitor, both are same. Suppose you see, this is one of the metallic body. One of the metallic body. On this metallic body, we gave the charge plus Q. On this surface, we gave the charge. Then due to induction, what happened? This total charge will be distributes on the surface of metal only. On the surface of metal only. Due to that, some potential difference develops inside the conductor. This potential difference depends on this given charge. See, this potential difference or potential existing inside the conductor depends on the electrical charge given to that conductor. So, what we can write? Such amount of charge directly proportional to the potential or potential difference. More amount of charge if we give, more potential will develop. More amount of charge, less amount of charge if we give, less amount of potential difference only. So this potential difference causes due to the giving of charges. So Q proportional to V. Removing of such proportionality, we will write one constant C into V, where C is called a proportionality constant. C is called a proportionality constant, and it is also called it as capacitor or capacitance. Here, capacitance. From this, what we conclude? Capacity of a capacitor, capacity or capacitance, both are set. C is equal to Q by V. This is the basic fundamental thing related to capacity. Formula related this only, but very important points here. C capacitance does not depends on Q and V for a capacitor. For a capacitor, if you take like different types, like cylindrical shaped, spherical shaped, parallel plate capacitors, all we discuss in its continuation only. Such capacity of this capacitor will not depends on Q and V. Will not depends on Q and V. Suppose you take this is some water tank you consider. One of the water tank. Its ability is 500 liters you consider. Its ability means total storage capacity. Total storage capacity 500 liters. Suppose if we give 100 liters only, what happened this capacity? Will it vary? 500 liters will be constant. If we pour 200 liters only, what is its capacity? 500. If we pour 300 only, what is its capacity? 500. If we pour 400 liters only, what is its capacity? 500. Like that, for a capacitor, it has a fixed value. Depending on the given charges, such capacity will not vary. Such capacitor has some fixed value. Clearly you see, capacitance or capacity. Capacitance or capacity is the property. One of the property. Capacity or capacitance is the property. Such a device to store that charges is called a capacitor or condenser. This is a device. Like some small cylindrical shaped, like that it will be such capacitor. We will observe in electrical fans. Suppose fan is rotating very slowly. If we change the new capacitor, then it will be turns with more speed. Because of storage of charges, strength will be decreases for after some time instant of using that capacitor continuously. If you replace another capacitor or condenser, we call it as generally condenser gone, like that words we listen for electric fan majorly. If you replace the new condenser, then between these two electrodes, storage strength of such charges will be increases, then it works as usual. So, symbol for capacitor will be like this. This is a symbol for capacitor. This is plus minus. Or sometimes this also symbol for capacitance. That also symbol for capacitance. These are said to be fixed capacitors. Fixed means it has some capacitance like that fixed value. If we add more amount of charges also, such capacity will not vary. Sometimes you see, sometimes if you draw like this, these are said to be variable capacitors. Variable capacitors, because this capacity is not going to be fixed. It will be vary from time instant to, if this arrow if we represent, that is said to be variable capacitor. If we represent like this, it is said to be fixed capacitor. Okay, this is the symbol. Here the positive terminal placing charge, we called it a charge of capacitor. Positive terminal placing potential is called it as potential of a capacitor. So capacity is the basic property which can stores the electrical charges in between two electrodes. Between these two electrodes, how many charges will be stored by this? That is called capacitance. These storing of charges leads to the electrical energy. Nothing but storage of electrical energy is called capacitance, and the device which is used for this purpose is called capacitor. Okay, so general theoretical point of view, we derived that formula capacity as C is equal to Q by V, but practically capacitance of a capacitor does not depends on the charge and potential difference. It is independent on charge and potential difference. But on which factors it will be depends? On which factors? So symbol what I said like this, I wrote the symbol. This is the capacitance. Positive terminal represents higher potential, negative terminal represents lower potential. So dependent factors of capacitance. One capacitance or capacity of a condenser, on which factors depends? First factor, area of the plates taken. Area of the plates taken. This one. These plates we are considering such area dependent capacity. More area causes for more capacity. Second point, distance between two plates. Distance between two plates. In between two plates, how much of distance? More distance causes for less capacity. Less distance causes for more capacity. Next one, medium in between two plates. Medium in between two plates. So for free space medium, less amount of charges will be stored. For dielectric medium, more amount of charges will be stored. That will be derived later. So independent, regarding to the formula, C is equal to Q by V only, basic fundamental formula. But practically, the capacity of a capacitor does not depends on the charge given and the potential difference. It depends on area of the plates. These area of cross section of the plates taken. Distance between the two plates, it will be depends. Medium between the two plates also depends. And its SI unit, how we can write? SI unit, see, charge unit to Coulomb. SI unit of charge is Coulomb, we know. V, volt, Coulomb per volt, or famous unit for capacitance is Farad. Farad is the famous unit. 1 farad, nothing but 1 Coulomb per 1 volt. What does it mean, you see? To store 1 Coulomb of charge in between the two plates, if there is a requirement of 1 volt potential difference, then its capacity is defined it as 1 farad. See, to store 1 Coulomb of charge in between the two plates, if there is any requirement of 1 volt of potential difference, then the capacity of this capacitance is defined it as 1 farad. But practically, these farads directly will not available. It will be available in the form of like millifarads. Remember these words we will use directly in solving problems. 1 millifarad, nothing but 10 to the power minus 3 farad. Second, 1 microfarad. Remember these symbols only given in the examination. 1 microfarad. Micro, nothing but 10 to the power minus 6 farad. Next, 1 nanofarad. Nano, nothing but 1 small n f equal to nano 10 to the power minus 9 farad. Lastly, 1 picofarad. So 1 picofarad nothing but to Pf equal to 10 to the power minus 12 farad. So 1 picofarad equal to 10 to the power minus 12. These first letter will be given in small letters, it will be given in big letters. Like this conversion we require for solving of problems. And fundamental basic first model of problem you see, for a capacitor, charge stored is some 20 microcoulomb and its potential difference is 100 volt, then its capacity is. So practical related there is no requirement. Like this data will be given, then we use the basic fundamental formula. This formula you remember, capacity of a capacitor is C equal to Q by V. Substitute that C equal to Q by V directly. Q nothing but a 20 microcoulomb, 20 into 10 to the power minus 6 by 100. If it goes to the numerator, 20 into 10 to the power minus 8. So it can be possible to write 200 into 10 to the power minus 9. So 200 nanofarad. 200 nanofarad, like that. Simple first model it is, basic model. If any one of the term will be not given in the question, then we should find by using this fundamental formula. Remember once again, capacitance or capacity is the property. Capacitor or condenser is a device. Got it? Right. Then from the basic fundamental formula, what we know, see, capacity C is equal to Q by V. From the basic fundamental formula, capacity C is equal to Q by V. From this, what we conclude? C directly proportional to Q, C inversely proportional to 1 by V. Got it? So, C inversely proportional to V means capacitance of a capacitor is inversely proportional to the potential difference between the two plates at constant charge. At a Q constant, when Q constant, then see, we will discuss clearly about that. So capacity fundamental basic formula, what I am saying, capacitance C is equal to Q by V. Right. Principle of capacitor it is called. Principle of capacitor. How the capacitor will work? Capacitor main aim what it is? To store the more amount of charges in between the two plates. To store the more amount of charges between the two plates, what it should be? Potential difference between the two plates must be decreases. C equal to Q by V or C inversely proportional to V. By that what we conclude? Less potential difference between the two plates, causes for more capacitance. Less potential difference between the two plates causes for more capacitance. Less capacity, more capacitance. So, for that, how the capacitor will be manufactured? Depending on which principle you see. Suppose first you take one positively charged plate. This is the positively charged plate. Here, one of the neutral plate is there. Neutral plate is at some particular distance B. This is neutral plate. Okay. One of the positively charged plate, this is neutral plate. In the next step, what we are doing, see, this is the first plate A. Here, these are positively charged plates. And this neutral plate is got nearer to this one. This neutral plate is getting nearer to the positively charged plate. what happens due to induction? Induction phenomena already we know in first lesson, electric charges and fields. Due to induction phenomena, what happens? Its unlike charge will present inside these plates. See, unlike charge, and its unlike will be present in its outer edge of this plate. Then automatically it becomes neutral. Initially this plate is neutral. Neutral meaning what it is? Net charge is zero. Net charge is zero. Here, if we get this neutral plate nearer to the positively charged plate, due to the induction phenomena, what happens? Its unlike charge will present on inner edge of this plate. Outer edge of the plate, its unlike will present. Then this becomes neutral only. In the next step, now the potential difference V1 you consider. V1 is the potential difference. Okay. In the next step, what we are doing, see, this is the positively charged plate, no need to take here. Okay. This is the positively charged plate. Here it is B. Negative charges are induced inside. This outer edge of the plate is connected to the ground. Outer edge of the plate is connected to the ground means these positive charges totally goes to the ground. This edge becomes 0. Then if we consider here V2 is the potential difference, then here what we observed, V2 is less than V1 means potential difference decreased. How it is decreased? Charges related, you see, Q proportional to V I said. Q proportional to V. In terms of charge you consider, each sign consider 1 coulomb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 coulombs positive charge here. 19 coulombs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 6 coulomb. What is the net charge? 19 minus 6, 13 coulomb is the net charge. Related to this plus 13 coulomb, one of the potential you consider V1. Okay. Here you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Plus 12. Here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Minus 6 coulomb. What we got? Plus 6 coulomb only. In the second case, plus 6 coulomb we got V2. Here you observe Q directly proportional to V I said. Q directly proportional to V means for plus 13 coulomb existing potential is greater comparing with the plus 6 coulomb existing potential. Got it? For plus 13 coulomb existing potential if we consider V1, for plus 6 coulomb existing potential if we consider V2, then V2 is less than V1 because Q proportional to V. Then what happened here? Potential difference decreased. When the potential decreases, then capacity what happened? Increases. That is the principle. Got it? So in statement point of view, how we can write? See, by getting a neutral plate, nearer to the positively charged plate, by getting a neutral plate nearer to the positively charged plate, and by connecting outer edge of this neutral plate, to the ground, then potential difference decreases. Hence, capacity increases. This is the principle involved in working of capacitor. See this sentence? By getting a neutral plate nearer to the positively charged plate and by connecting outer edge of neutral plate to the ground, then the potential difference between these two plates will be decreases. Automatically capacity will be increases. This is the principle involved in the working of capacitor. Very simple. Less potential difference causes for more capacity. Okay. But for condenser related, capacitor related device, on device if we go, that depends on the dimensions of that taken capacitor. That also we will see in its continuation. Right. So that is the introduction related to capacity. Now we are going to the next topic, types of capacitors. Types of capacitors. Capacitors related different types of are there. We will discuss clearly one by one. First type of capacitor, we go for spherical condenser. Spherical condenser, or it is also called spherical capacitor. Capacitor or condenser, both are same. Spherical condenser or capacitor. So what is called spherical condenser means, we know about spherical shell. In potential we know spherical shell. So suppose this is a sphere of radius capital R, O. On the surface of this sphere, on the surface only charges will be placed because it is hollow, whose charge you consider it as Q. Then potential difference or potential difference or potential on the surface of the sphere. We know this value, we derived already. What is the formula? V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught capital R. So Q is nothing but not a single point charge, total amount of distribution of charge, Q net. Now potential difference, if you know, from the capacity basic formula, capacity C is equal to, what is the formula? Q by V. So what happens? C is equal to Q nothing but Q by 4 pi epsilon naught capital R. Q gets cancelled. Therefore, capacity C is equal to, what is the formula? 4 pi epsilon naught R. See, capacity of this spherical condenser depends on C proportional to R. Radius, more radius, nothing but dimension. If radius increases, area also increases. A sphere area, what is the formula? 4 pi R square. If radius increases, area also increases. And C proportional to epsilon naught. This is nothing but a medium. This is nothing but a radius. Radius nothing but physical dimensions. Now only, that only I am saying from first onwards. Capacity fundamental formula C equal to Q by V only we know. But if we go for on the device, it depends on these dimensions, not on basic Q by V. So C equal to 4 pi epsilon naught capital R. Very simple, you see. Suppose a spherical shell of radius, a sphere of radius some 400 meters, a sphere of radius some 36 meter, then its capacity directly. Then its capacity. What is the formula? C equal to 4 pi epsilon naught capital R. Okay. So, we know 4 pi epsilon naught nothing but 9 into this value we know. 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught is equal to 9 into 10 to the power 9. 4 pi epsilon naught nothing but 1 by 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 36 meter. 9 ones are 9 fours are. So what it will be? 4 into 10 to the power minus 9 nothing but 4 nanofarad is the capacity of that sphere. And one of the basic fundamental, second example you see, what is the capacity of Earth. What is the capacity of Earth? Earth nothing but one of the solid sphere. Solid sphere also on the surface we have the same formula for potential. So capacity basic formula 4 pi epsilon naught capital R. But here you should remember radius of Earth 6400 kilometer. By converting into meter, 64 into 10 to the power, here 5 zeros, 5 meters. Kilometer, 3 zeros, here 2 zeros additional. This is the fixed value. Substitute there. 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 9 into 10 to the power 9 into 64 into 10 to the power 5. So calculating this we get 711 into 10 to the power minus 6 farad. C equal to 711 microfarad. Remember this fundamental value for the surface of Earth. So capacity of spherical shell, what is the formula? 4 pi epsilon naught capital R. If it is solid sphere or if it is hollow sphere also same we will exist. What is the by that formula what we concluded? Capacity of a capacitor is not depending on the charge placed on the surface of capacitor, and another thing, potential of the capacitor also not depending. Okay, right. Now applications of this spherical condenser. Applications of spherical condenser or capacitor. So majorly we will discuss 3 applications. First one, if small n number of spherical capacitors each of radius small r is combined and formed a big sphere, then see that situation you understand first. Small n number of spherical capacitors each of radius small r are combined. Each of radius small r are combined to form a big sphere. See, suppose these are number of spheres, each of radius small r, each radius small r. They are combined like this to form a big sphere of radius capital R. So actually, when these type of models in first year also, in surface tension combining of spherical droplets like that, when they are combined, it's the total volume of each drop volume into n. There, here n capacitors, each capacitor volume into n equal to volume of big sphere. See, V for volume, not potential difference. You see, volume of small sphere, into n. Then what we get? Total volume of this total small spheres. Volume of small sphere into n means total volume of this sphere is equal to volume of big sphere. Volume remains constant if they are combined. Suppose you take 10 glasses of water are there. Each volume is some 100 ml. If you pour that 10 glasses of water into a jar, 100 ml into 10, 1000 ml. Individually they also 1000 ml. By combining there also 1000 ml we get. See, n into volume of sphere formula. Volume of sphere 4 by 3 pi small r cube. Because small sphere is equal to volume of big sphere 4 by 3 pi capital R cube. Got it? 4 by 3 pi gets cancelled. Then n small r cube is equal to capital R cube. Therefore, radius of big sphere radius of big sphere capital R is equal to n to the power 1 by 3 into small r. Radius of big sphere capital R is equal to n to the power 1 by 3 into small r. Now, capacity of sphere, capacity of big sphere, C big is equal to actual formula what it is 4 pi epsilon naught, capital R we derived already, but capital R nothing but C big sphere is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught into n power 1 by 3 into small r. C big sphere is equal to n power 1 by 3 into 4 pi epsilon naught small r. That 4 pi epsilon naught small r nothing but what it is, capacity of small sphere. Each small sphere capacity 4 pi epsilon naught small r. Then capacity of big sphere is equal to n power 1 by 3 into capacity of smaller sphere. This is the relation. Or what we consider, ratio of big sphere capacity to small sphere capacity is equal to n to the power 1 by 3. This also easy. Ratio of big sphere capacity, small sphere capacity is also 1 by 3. Okay. So, number of droplets each of radius small r combined to form a big drop like this. This is the relation. So, suppose if 64 identical droplets or 64 identical small spheres are combined to form a big sphere, each small sphere capacity is some 2 microfarad, then what is the capacity of big sphere? Question you see, 64 identical small spheres, each of capacitance 2 microfarad are combined to form a big sphere of radius capital R. Then capacity of the big sphere is, it is not like 64 into like that. There is a formula different here. So big sphere capacity formula what it is, n power 1 by 3 into C of smaller sphere. N how many terms? 64 whole power 1 by 3 into 2. So 64 whole power 1 by 3 nothing but 4 into 2. 8 microfarad. 4 cube 64. So 8 microfarad is the big sphere capacity. Got it? This is one of the application of spherical condenser. More number of spheres, circular shaped capacitor also, area related also we will derive another formula. By that we conclude there. Now it is first application. Second one is, second one. For concentric spherical shells, outer sphere connected to the ground. For concentric spherical shells, outer sphere connected to the ground. See, concentric spherical shells related. Suppose concentric spherical shells we know already, center radius different, both center of spheres is same. Okay. So these are two concentric spheres. Right? This is the first sphere of radius small a you consider. This is the second sphere of radius small b you consider. On the first sphere some charge q is located. Q is there on the first sphere. Due to induction in its inner edge, negative charges will be placed, you know, and its outer surface is connected to the ground. Then it forms like a capacitor. See, two terminals, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative, positive, negative. Due to induction, inner edge what happens? Same amount of charge here. Same amount of charge will forms with the negative. Same amount of charge with the minus q. This is plus q. This is minus q. Then this outer sphere is connected to the ground means this value, no need to take outer sphere. With respect to the inner sphere, how much of potential difference develops in between these two? In between these two, how much of potential difference develops means what we will take? This you consider V1, this you consider V2. So V1 minus V2, consider it as potential difference between the two spheres you consider. Potential difference between the two spheres. That is how we can write V2 minus V1, nothing but to V. V equal to. What is the formula here for sphere? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught A minus, same, minus, why I am writing difference, minus Q is there, 4 pi epsilon naught to B. Otherwise total potential also you take. Total potential also minus will come. Then V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught gets common, 1 by A minus 1 by B. Then V, what happened? Q into C, make it LCM, B minus A by 4 pi epsilon naught AB. Q into B minus A by 4 pi epsilon naught AB. This is the potential difference. Now capacity we are doing. Capacity C is equal to, what is the formula? Q by V. Q by V means this total. Q into B minus A by 4 pi epsilon naught AB. Q cancel. C is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught AB by B minus A. This is the formula when outer sphere connected to the ground. OG represents outer sphere connected to the ground. OG represents outer sphere connected to ground. Here you see A is the inner radius, B is also outer radius. From this formula you observe here epsilon naught is the permittivity, medium permittivity. On these characters only capacity is depending, not on charge and potential difference. Okay, one simple example you see. For two concentric spheres, total problem I am dictating, for two concentric spheres of inner and outer radius is 10 and 15 centimeters or 10 and 20 centimeters. Inner and outer radius 10 centimeter and 20 centimeter. If outer sphere connected to the ground, then what is the capacity in between the two spheres? Free space medium is there. In between the two spheres, free space medium is there. Then what is the capacity? Okay, direct formula. Here A 10 centimeter means 1 into 10 to the power minus 1 meter. B 20 means 2 into 10 to the power minus 1 meter. Substitute here. C equal to 4 pi epsilon. AB first you substitute. AB 10 power minus 1 into 10 power minus 1 into 2 by, because 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by 9 into 10 to the power 9 into B minus A, 2 minus 1, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 1. This gets cancelled. C equal to 2 by 9 into 10 to the power minus 10 will come. So it can be 20 by 9 into 10 to the power minus 10 farad. Keep it as it is. If you want to write in decimals, then we should divide that. Okay. So this is the method. Suppose you say between the two plates, between these two capacitors, if any dielectric was introduced like this totally, if any dielectric was introduced between these two spheres totally, then how we can write? With the dielectric, K is equal to epsilon by epsilon naught, we know. Epsilon is equal to K times of epsilon naught, substitute there. See, outer ground is equal to, what happened this one? K 4 pi epsilon naught, K into 4 pi epsilon naught, AB by B minus A. That means C in medium is equal to K times of C in free space. If any dielectric was present in between the two plates, then capacity increases more. So medium is equal to K times of capacity in free space. Okay. This is the situation when outer sphere is connected to the ground. Similarly, if we go for inner sphere, same method, same situation. For third application, for two concentric spherical shells, inner sphere is connected to the ground. Inner sphere is connected to the ground. See. So same, this is one of the inner sphere of radius small a. It is another sphere of small b. Okay. On the outer sphere, we gave the charge plus q that was uniformly distributed on this sphere. Due to induction, here some negative charges, some of the charge induced here, but it is connected to the ground. See, here the difference you observe. This is connected to the ground means this total potential is 0. If its total potential is 0, V inner is equal to 0 means V inner, how we can write here on this location? 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by B with respect to outer sphere plus 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q dash by A. We don't know this induced charge. Q dash by A is equal to 0. Inner connected to the ground means, see what happened here? Q by B plus Q dash by B is equal to 0, getting 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught as common. To find Q dash in terms of A and B we are doing. Then Q dash by B is equal to minus Q by B. So Q dash by A is equal to minus Q by B. Q dash is equal to minus A by B into Q. Q dash is equal to minus A by B into Q. This is the induced charge. This is induced charge. Q dash is equal to minus A by B into Q. Q dash is equal to minus of A by B into Q. Now you see, potential exists only with the outer sphere, V outer. Difference, total potential difference, V outer minus V inner is equal to, we are writing. V inner we know 0. So finally what happened, you see, V outer minus 0 is equal to, with respect to the outer, what is the formula? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught B, this one. With respect to this Q dash also, Q dash by 4 pi epsilon naught B. Only outer, because it is 0. So that outer we are writing V. So what it will be? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught B is common. Q by 4 pi epsilon naught B plus, in place of Q dash you observe, in place of Q dash this I am substituting. In place of Q dash this value is substituting. What we get, see, minus A by B into Q by 4 pi epsilon naught B. This is minus A by B into Q by 4 pi epsilon naught B. Now you see V is equal to what happened? Q by 4 pi epsilon naught B minus Q here A by 4 pi epsilon naught B square minus Q A by 4 pi epsilon naught B square. Okay. Now here Q by 4 pi epsilon naught B is going to be common. 1 minus A by B remains. V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught B into it will be B minus A by B. Finally, V is equal to Q into B minus A by 4 pi epsilon naught B square. Q into B minus A by 4 pi epsilon naught B square. That is potential difference only. If you know the potential difference, then capacity, basic formula what it is? Capacity C equal to Q by V, we know C equal to Q by V. Potential difference, what we get? Q into B minus A divided by 4 pi epsilon naught B square. Q gets cancelled. C inner ground, C IZ I am writing. C inner ground. 4 pi epsilon naught B square by B minus A. 4 pi epsilon naught B square by B minus A. Remember this. If any dielectric is there between these two, if any dielectric medium was kept like this, then how we can write? C inner ground is equal to K times of 4 pi epsilon naught B square by B minus A. For the same data like previous question, B 20 centimeter, A 10 centimeter, then what happened? 2 into 10 power minus 1 whole square, it will be here 10 power minus 1 only. Solving, we get the answer. This is outer connected to the ground. Now comparison, you see, comparison related. Spherical condenser, comparison related also. Some formulas possible to derive. First one, C outer connected to the ground. OG represents outer connected to the ground. What we get? 4 pi epsilon naught AB by B minus A. Okay. And C inner connected to the ground. What we got? 4 pi epsilon naught B square by B minus C. These formulas only we derived now. These formulas only we derived. For this situation, first point, what is the difference between C inner ground minus C outer ground if we give directly? Difference you do C IZ minus C OG equal to 4 pi epsilon naught B square by B minus A minus 4 pi epsilon naught AB by B minus A. Then observe here, C inner ground minus C outer ground is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught B by B minus A is possible to get common. See carefully. 4 pi epsilon naught B by B minus A. Here 4 pi epsilon naught B by B minus A. Here by getting common this, here what remains? B only remains minus, here A only remains. B minus A gets cancelled. What is the difference? 4 pi epsilon naught B only. So difference between inner ground to the outer ground nothing but 4 pi epsilon naught small b only. Difference between inner ground and outer ground 4 pi epsilon naught b only. Sometimes he will ask ratio. ratio of C inner ground to C outer ground, he will ask. Then what happened? CIG by COG is equal to inner ground, what we got? 4 pi epsilon naught B square by B minus A by 4 pi epsilon naught AB by B minus A. 4 pi epsilon naught A. This gets cancelled. B also. Then B by A directly. Ratio C inner ground to the C outer ground is equal to ratio of radius of that two, B by A. The problem will be given like this: two concentric spheres of inner radius and outer radius 20 and 10 and 20 centimeters. Then first step inner connected to the ground, second step outer ground connected to the ground. Then what is the difference of this capacity? CIG minus COG. Direct formula. Difference of capacity 4 pi epsilon naught B. 1 by 9 into 10 to the power 9 into B value. 2 into 10 to the power minus 1. Then what we get? 2 by 9 into 10 to the power minus 10 farads. Difference of this one. Sometimes he will ask ratio. Ratio of C inner ground to C outer ground, what we get? B by A directly. 20 by 10 equal to 2:1. 2:1. Okay. These are the spherical condenser applications. In types of capacitors, first type of capacitor only we completed till now. In coming lecture, we go for another types of capacitors. They are cylindrical capacitor and parallel plate capacitor also. They are also very important. Okay. In coming lecture, we will discuss about such topics. This is the new topic, capacitance lecture 1. From next onwards, we go for cylindrical capacitor and parallel plate capacitor in coming lecture 2. Okay. We will meet in the next lecture. Thank you. Thank you all of you.